Let's speak English, Español, 日本語 live. Welcome, bienvenidos, yokoso. My name is Garrett, and I want to study and use languages with you. Me llamo Garrett. Quiero estudiar y usar idiomas contigo. 私の名前は Garrett です。あなたと一緒に言語を勉強して使いたいです。In this show, we will look at 3 questions that are great for conversation in English, Spanish, and Japanese. En este programa, veremos 3 preguntas que son excelentes para conversar en inglés, español, y japonés. この番組では、英語、スペイン語、日本語での会話に最適な3つの質問を紹介します。Then, we have 4 minutes to write our answers in the chat. Luego, tenemos 4 minutos para escribir nuestras respuestas en el chat. その後、チャットに回答を書く時間が4分間与えられます。Lastly, we have 4 minutes to write new questions in the chat by changing the original question. Por último, tenemos 4 minutos para escribir nuevas preguntas en el chat modificando la pregunta original. 最後に元の質問を変更してチャットに新しい質問を書き込む時間が4分間あります。I look forward to studying and using languages with you soon. Espero estudiar y usar idiomas contigo pronto. あなたと一緒に言語を勉強して使えることを楽しみにしています。Good evening, buenas noches, konbanwa. Before we start tonight's show, let's look at this month's daimyo and samurai. We have one new daimyo, Kan Mama, joining K.E. Takanona, Y.O. Charming, K Workshop, and Take Agnor. Way to go. And we have one new samurai, Hiro T, joining H. Okada, Takesh, Hong Konger, and Yamamoto, A. Highbridge, Koguma Hikari. Way to go, everyone. If you want to become a samurai, all you need to do is share an idea in the chat. So, let's begin. Empecemos. Hajimemashou. The first question of tonight's show is, do you know a good place to see dinosaur fossils? In Español, ¿conoces un buen lugar para ver fósiles de dinosaurios? 日本語で、恐竜の化石を見るのにいい場所をしていますか? Now, please write your answer in the chat. Ahora, escribe tu respuesta en el chat. 今、チャットに答えを書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。Do you know a good place to see dinosaur fossils? Please write your answer in the chat. ¿Conoces un buen lugar para ver fósiles de dinosaurios? Escribe tu respuesta en el chat. 恐竜の化石を見るのにいい場所を知っていますか? チャットに答えを書いてください。 All right. Do you know a good place to see dinosaur fossils? I think for me, I know three good places to see dinosaur fossils in Japan. How about you? Let's see. Okay, charming. Thank you for joining tonight's show. I don't know, but I heard it's in Ueno Muda. Nice idea. I guess for me, I'll share an idea in English first tonight. So there is a good museum in Tomioka City, Guma, Japan. Okay, Takesh, thank you for joining tonight's show. I recommend the Kanamachi Dinosaur Center. That was one of my ideas. I had the same idea. But I know another good place is the museum in Tomioka City, Guma, Japan. That's a good place. Okay, Take Agnor, thank you for joining tonight's show. Yes, the National Science Museum is a good place to see it. I think so too. Is that the museum in Ueno, Tokyo? I guess. Okay, KE, thank you for joining tonight's show. I don't know, but there are some dinosaur museums in Fukui, Ibaraki, Chiba, and Tokyo. Nice idea. Take Agner says yes. Yeah, one time I went to that museum. It was amazing. I thought that was a great museum. All right. Okay. All right. Well, nice job, everyone. Good work. Let's move on to the next section of tonight's show. So this time, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Escribe una nueva pregunta en el chat modificando mi pregunta. 私の質問を変更して、チャットに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。Okay, so please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, do you know a good place to see dinosaur fossils? Escribe una nueva pregunta en el chat modificando mi pregunta. Mi pregunta es, ¿conoces un buen lugar para ver fósiles de dinosaurios? Okay, Hong Konger, thank you for joining tonight's show. Good evening. I do not know anything about dinosaurs. Well, honestly, I don't know much either. But it's a kind of, it's good to study the vocabulary. So I'm just practicing. So no problem. If you don't know anything, that's okay. All right. 今、私の質問を変更して、チャットに新しい質問を書いてください。恐竜の化石を見るのにいい場所をしていますか？それは私の質問でした。今 Okay. Hiromi Okada, thank you for joining tonight's show. Do you know a good place to watch shooting stars? Great question. In Japan, I don't know. I don't know. How about you? Takesh says, do you know where you often see UFOs? Yeah, nice question. I would say, do you know where you can often see UFOs? Great question. A nice idea. K Workshop says, I wonder if I'll find any dinosaur fossils on a river bend, or maybe, I guess you might mean riverbed. Nice work. KE says, do you know any good places to enjoy seeing Christmas illumination? Nice idea. In Gunma, there are many nice, good places. One of the most famous places is the Haruna Lake. But how about you, KE? Charmin says, do you know a good place to see the beautiful Christmas illuminations in Gunma? Wow, amazing. Same question. How about you, Charmin? Do you know? Takunona says, do you know any good places to learn about the history of the Earth? I'm sorry, Takunona, thank you for joining tonight's show. Do I know any good? I would say the museum in Tomioka is a great place to learn about the history of the Earth. But how about you? All right, I'm going to write a question too. This time I'll use Spanish. Nah, maybe I'll use Japanese. Osake o kau no ni ii basho wo shite imasu ka? Okay, Hong Konger says, do you know a good place to encounter elves and angels? Cool question, nice idea. Kun Mama says, do you know any good atmosphere cafes in Guma? Great question. I'm not good at remembering names, but I think one of the best atmosphere cafes in Guma is the one at the top of the Guma prefectural office. How about you, Charming? Okay, my question was kind of a joke, but osake o kau no ni ii basho wo shite imasu ka? I guess I could have said ii omise or ii mise, but it's okay. Anyways, nice work. Lyle says, do you know a good place to see stars? Why? Oh, thank you for joining tonight's show. Great question. I think Mount Akagi is a great place to see stars in Guma. Okay, well, that was a great job. Let's move on to the next question of tonight's show, which is, what is your favorite dinosaur? In Español, ¿cuál es tu dinosaurio favorito? 日本語で、あなたの一番好きな恐竜は何ですか? Now, please write your answer in the chat. Ahora, escribe tu respuesta en el chat. 今、チャットに答えを書いてください. You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。What is your favorite dinosaur? Please write your answer in the chat. あなたの一番好きな恐竜は何ですか？チャットに答えを書いてください。¿Cuál es tu dinosaurio favorito? Escribe tu respuesta en el chat. A mí es una pregunta difícil. I'm like a Hong Konger. I don't know much about dinosaurs. And I have to study. Okay. All right. Takesh says my favorite dinosaur is Spinal. I forgot how to say it. Either Spinosaurus or Spino. I think Spinosaurus. Nice idea. Great idea, Takesh. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say mine in Spanish. Mi dinosaurio favorito es el Tiranosaurio Rex. Maybe. Okay, charming. My favorite dinosaur is Rex. That's same as me. Mi dinosaurio favorito es el Tiranosaurio Rex, which is in English the Tyrannosaurus Rex, or just Rex is okay too. Okay, but how about you? What is your favorite dinosaur? If you don't have a favorite dinosaur, that's okay too. Okay, K Workshop says my favorite dinosaur is the Pteranodon. It flies like a bird. Nice idea. My favorite one is my 5-year-old cousin. He is very naughty, like a dinosaur. I can imagine. I have a son, and he was 5 years old once, and I teach 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds are very similar to dinosaurs. Oh, nice idea. Okay, Takanona says my favorite dinosaur is the iguanodon. Iguanodon? I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Why? Why Takanona? Do you like the iguanodon? And I should say, Charmy, why do you like Rex? Now, right now we're practicing the question, what is your favorite dinosaur? If you don't have a favorite dinosaur, that's okay. You can just say, I don't have a favorite dinosaur. That's okay. Okay, well, great job, everyone. Let's move on to... Okay, Charmin says, Rex is very cute. I think so too. Okay, well, let's move on to the next section. So this time, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Ahora escribe una nueva pregunta en el chat modificando mi pregunta. Okay. And pterodactylus. Okay, nice idea, Hong Konger. Okay. That's a difficult dinosaur name to read, so I'm going to skip reading that. But basically a pteranodon, right? Or pterodactyl. Great idea. Nice work. Okay, so 今、私の質問を変更して、チャットに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。Please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, what is your favorite dinosaur? 今、私の質問を変更して、チャットに新しい質問を書いてください。Okay, Hiromi Okada says, where is your favorite place / bar to serve cocktails with beautiful night views? Sounds romantic, like a romantic place. Takesh says, what is your favorite urban legend? Great question. How about you, Takesh? And Hiromi Okada, how about you? I think for me, I love hotel rooms with beautiful night views. And if I get a hotel room with a beautiful night view, well, that's a great place to drink. And so I like to drink cocktails, drinks in a hotel room with a beautiful night view. All right, Kan Mama says, who is your favorite actor or actress? All right, Kan Mama, thank you for joining tonight's show. Great question. I need to think about it. Hong Konger says, what is your favorite instruments? Great question. That's a tough question. How about you? Charmin says, what is your favorite actor in Japan? Great question. I'll just change it to what to who. Who is your favorite actor? How about you, Charmin? And K Workshop says, what is your favorite movie monster? I like Godzilla. Great idea. I like Godzilla too. He's definitely one of my favorites. Takanona says, what is your favorite animal at the zoo? Great question. I like many of the animals at the zoo. I think maybe one of my favorites are the monkeys. Monkeys are very fun to watch. Okay, Hong Konger says, my favorite instrument is a violin. That's great. Violins are cool. Yeah, violins are very cool. If I had to choose, for me, I think, it's very embarrassing because a violin is so cool, but I gave my wife ukulele, and so yeah, I love when she plays the ukulele. She doesn't play much anymore, but she used to play a lot, and that was fun. That was a simple but nice instrument. Hey E says, what was your favorite toy when you were a kid? Great question. I don't know. I had quite a few toys when I was a child, so it's tough to choose. How about you, K.E.? Charmin says, my favorite actress is Masako Natsume. Yeah, actresses definitely. I have a hard time to choose. There's so many great actresses and great actors, so yeah, it's a really hard question. All right. Well, great job, everyone. Nice work. If you're still typing your idea, please feel free to share your ideas anytime during the show. Now we're going to move on to the last question of tonight's show, which is, as a child, I loved dinosaurs. How about you? In Español, de niño me encantaban los dinosaurios. ¿Y a ti? 日本語で子供の頃、私は 恐竜が大好きでした。あなたはどうでしたか? Now, please write your answer in the chat. Ahora, escribe tu respuesta en el chat. 今、チャットに答えを書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。As a child, I loved dinosaurs. How about you? Please write your answer in the chat. 子供の頃、私は恐竜が大好きでした。あなたはどうでしたか? チャットに答えを書いてください。De niño me encantaban los dinosaurios. Y a ti, escribe tu respuesta en el chat. All right. So, all right. Well, in English, a very simple question answer might be, Chimon says, Chimon, you're super fast. No, I was not. I was not interested in dinosaurs at all. I love the honesty. Good honesty, boy, Chimon. Takesh says, me too. I still love dinosaurs. That's great. Hong Konger says, when I was a child, I loved playing Go and doing mathematics. That's great. That was amazing. That's really cool. So, yeah, I was gonna write my answer in English, but this, be very similar to Takesh's. I was gonna say, someone said, as a child, I love dinosaurs. How about you? Yeah, very natural answer would be me too. In Spanish, yo también. Okay, Takanona says, I was scared of dinosaurs when I was a kid, but my daughter loved them. Isn't that crazy? That's very interesting, huh? Okay, yo también is me too in Spanish. If there's anyone watching the show who wants to learn Japanese, me too in Japanese is watashi mo. Okay, K-Workshop says, as a child, I loved insects. Especially the beetles were the best. That's great. I love insects too. I could say, Kan Mama says, as a child, I loved Barbie doll, not dinosaur. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Good answer, Kan Mama. KE says, as a child, I liked an NHK program. Together with Mom, I used to sing or dance to music. Wow, that sounds fun. Sounds great. If you're just joining the show, please feel free to share your ideas in the chat. All right. Well, we're going to move on to the last section of tonight's show. So, now, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Aurora, escribe una nueva pregunta en el chat modificando mi pregunta. 今、私の質問を変更して チャットに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. Tienes 4 minutos. 4分あります。Alright, so please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, as a child, I loved dinosaurs. How about you? Okay, Takesh says, as a child, I loved playing hero. How about you? Nice idea. For me, as a child, I loved playing, I would say, soldier. Kind of like hero, but like a soldier hero. Like special forces. I imagine like I had a stick, and the stick was a gun, and I would kind of roll and shoot and roll and shoot. It was, very fun game to play. Okay, K Workshop says, do you still love dinosaurs? Great question. And I say no. I don't still love dinosaurs, but I still like dinosaurs. How about you, K Workshop? As a child, I loved anime magazines. How about you? Nice question. For me, I loved. Nice correction. I loved sports magazines. Sports magazines and news magazines when I was a child. Great question. Charming. All right. So, Takanona says, as a child, I liked model trains. How about you? Great question. For me, not so much. One of my friends had a father who loved making cars, like model cars with like lots of different pieces and putting them together. And I thought, wow, that's so cool. I wanna do that. And so sometime I bought a car. It had like many pieces, and I tried doing it, but it was too difficult for me, so I gave up on that. Okay, Kei says, even now, I like Japanese anime. How about you? Great question. I think Japanese anime is great. I've watched a little bit. I think the show I watched the most was maybe Death Note. I watched quite a few shows of Death Note. I thought it was really interesting. Good show, but yeah, it's a little, for me, it's a little, it's difficult. I don't have so much time. So, when I have time, I usually watch videos about sports, especially American football. So, yeah, too unfortunate. I wish I had time to watch more varieties of shows. Okay, K Workshop says, as a child, I was a train maniac. How about you? Great question. I was not a train maniac. If anything, I was a sports maniac, and I was a sweets maniac. I loved eating sweets, especially ice cream, and pretty much anything with sugar. I loved ice cream, donuts, cookies, everything. I loved it. I loved everything with sugar. So I was a sugar maniac. NK Workshop says, I still love trains. That's great. Very nice. I'm lucky because I was a sports maniac and a sugar maniac. But yeah, that's great. Very nice, K Workshop. Okay. All right. Hiro Mirkata says, as a child, I loved stuffed toy of horse, which was made by my mom. Wow, that's so sweet. I had a lot of stuffed toys too as a child, which I loved a lot too. All right. Well, that's the end of tonight's show. Este fin del programa de hoy. これで終わりです。Thank you so much for watching and using and studying languages with me tonight. Muchas gracias por estudiar y usar idiomas contigo. Buenas noches. どうもありがとうございます。We have this show, Let's Speak English, Español, Nihongo, live on Tuesdays at 8:30. And we do Eikaiwa live on Thursday and Sunday at 8:30. My pleasure, Hiromi Okada. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe and give the show a big thumbs up. I hope you can join us next time. And I hope everyone has a great night. Espero que todos tengan un gran noche. I'll see you soon, K.E. All right. From former students to now, I still love watching Japanese animation. Okay, great. Nos vemos pronto. I'll see you next time. 次回うちに会いましょう. So have a great night. Ciao. Tschüss.